Shield Hero playlist. I have a tier list here today with a lot of characters from particularly just Season 1. Season 2 is just around the corner, and I'm super excited for it. So I thought instead of like a theory video this week, what we'll do is a tier list of the characters from Season 1. The list is basically going to be based on their characters, not their powers or anything, so it's not gonna be who's the strongest character. It's just basically gonna be my opinion on whether they were a good character or not. Rocking my freaking Naofumi Shield Hero hoodie for this one. I also got this yeah, buddy, light up as well. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Whether I can wear it on my arm for the whole situation, we don't know, but yeah, let's go. So guys, here is said list. We've got our tiers here, S, A, B, C, and D. However, this is Shield Hero, right? So we need trash. Trash tier. We're going to be ranking these characters based off of their characters. So it's not a strength one. However, if you would like a tier list on strength, then let me know in the comment section below. Of course, don't forget to smash the like button if you do enjoy this, and hit the subscribe button as well for more Shield Hero content on the channel. There's plenty more coming. This tier list is solely covering Season 1 of the anime. So those of you that are anime only, so you're not going to get any spoilers or anything like that. Let's start with Lark here. Lark, I really loved his character. I was anime only when I first watched this, so when he was introduced, absolutely loved his character. I loved the twist of it as well, him being one of the like vassal heroes from another world and whatnot. The bromance with Naofumi, man, absolutely love it. I'm gonna put him in an A. I just adored his character, loved the bromance. Even when the two were on opposite sides, there was a mutual respect throughout their battle and whatnot. Obviously, he didn't believe that Naofumi was the Shield Hero, but obviously, yeah, he finds out that he does. But Lark, man, great character design, solid A there for Lark. Next up, a massive fan favorite, the Queen, man, the Queen of Melromarc. Yeah, what an absolute babe she is. I know she's very popular in terms of all those you know, the MILF fans out there. Amazing character. She's S for me. She's one of the very few people that have the common sense and the realization to know that these heroes need to work together in order for the waves to be defeated and whatnot. Just the way she treated Naofumi, like, obviously from his past, he absolutely hated royalty and like the nobles and whatnot, but like she was literally bowing to him, man. She was literally bowing to him, and strong AF as well. We saw some of her magic. I believe the Queen definitely has a kick to her as well. So yeah, great character overall, and yeah, nice. She has to be up there for multiple reasons, you know what I'm saying. Next up, we've got one of the cardinal heroes, Ren. Where to place Ren on this list? Ren, out of the three, is probably the one that is the smartest, I'd have thought. It looks at things from a different angle, so to speak. Where to place your Ren? I'm gonna go with a C. Probably strong. Nothing compared to where Naofumi is at, and like Lark and Threes and Glass, nowhere near their level. Character-wise, he was all right, but we didn't really see a lot of him in Season 1 to give us a bit more depth to him. Next up, we've got one of Raphtalia's peeps, Keel, I believe his name was. We didn't really see an awful lot of him in Season 1. We will see more of him in Season 2. So in terms of just for this list, I'm gonna go C, just because we didn't get a lot of him. We got a little bit of him towards the end, but not an awful lot to kind of give him a greater rank. Next up, we have Motoyasu. He's an interesting one. He is, again, solely thinking of himself and his image, and of course, the ladies. He is the one we've seen, you know, conflict with Naofumi quite a lot, and he was just completely twisted by mine. So he was an absolute douchebag. There was an element about him. Obviously, there's the comedic relief points with like Philo. Not him liking Philo stuff, that was a bit like, whoa bro, but like when Philo would kick him in the balls and stuff, that was funny, and I appreciated that. Guys, Season 1, he's trash. His character is trash. Motoyasu was my favorite character out of the other 3 Cardinals because we got to see more of him and a bit more depth to him. But he's trash, man. He is trash. Let's not take anything away from that. Next up, we've got Itsuki, the bow hero. He's very childish. Kind of with Ren, did start to see, like, they weren't really corrupted by mind. So they started to see, like, perhaps was Naofumi good and stuff, but they were very convicted in their ways and their thoughts. Again, didn't really see a lot of him. I wouldn't say that he's complete trash, but I would say, you know, he's got to grow up. Basically, you know, loved the Spider-Man reference in the anime as well with this with that moment. But yeah, Itsuki, you're going to be a C as well, my friend. I think same with Ren. He's basically classed the same. You don't see an awful lot of him in terms of character depth, but what we do see of him is that he is a bit of an arsehole. Right then, here we go. Raphtalia, easy. S rank, on par with Naofumi in terms of like her growth and progression throughout the series. We saw obviously what she was like. We saw her backstory before Naofumi had bought her. Mate, she was just such a best girl, isn't she? I love her attitude, love her character design. She's got some class moments as well, hasn't she? Like, you know, where she drank a little bit too much and she was picking fights. And obviously there's the whole wanting Naofumi. We've got some nice scenes with her there. For me, Raphtalia, there's a bit of a personal kind of attachment to Raphtalia. I did a video on Raphtalia when back in 2019 when Shield Hero first came out. Yeah, she was the first character that I did a video on that was like a seasonal thing, you know, where I first kind of thought, you know what, I'm going to start like trying to put out videos on what's current and what's new. She was the catalyst, you know, she was the video like that blew my channel up and started to get it growing. Whenever I think of like, you know, the point where my channel started doing well, I would tie it to like Raphtalia. I tie it to Shield Hero as a whole, but like Raphtalia in particular. So like there's a bit of a personal thing there as well. So definitely looking forward to seeing her in season 2. Those of you that are anime only, I will say that you're in for some good moments if it's covering what I think it's covering. So happy days. Right, next up we've got the night guy. Ake is his name. Like these were on like the first few people that believed in Naofumi and wanted to like team up with him for a wave. I'm gonna put him in the C. You know, you didn't see an awful lot of him in terms of like, is his character memorable or not? I bet a lot of you like haven't thought about this guy since, you know, since seeing this here. A good character overall, and I did like him. We can't really put him above a C in terms of like the impact he had and, you know, what we got from him. Right, next up, we know where he's going. Trash himself, the king of Melromarc. So I believe he's a bit more trashy than Motoyasu. Yeah, trash, obviously in the trash category. However, he is a character that I do kind of like in a way. He was very instrumental in obviously, you know, Naofumi's overall story. And there's a lot more to this guy. However, season 1, he was just complete arsehole to Naofumi. Again, another character that was very much under the thumb of mine, his daughter. But we had some great moments with him, man. Like, God, when he said that he was gonna like, you know, turn on Naofumi's party and Naofumi turned and did that death stare at him. The second wave where Naofumi had used like the curse shield and whatnot, and he was like, tell us your secrets, and Naofumi was like, bow to me before, you know. He is a decent character. He's well written. These characters in the trash category, they are trash because of what they are in season 1, but they are, you know, they are well written characters and they're written there for the overall story. So to make us hate them as much as we do, well done to them. So, but yeah, he's in the trash. Next up, we have Yeo slave trader. I like his character, man. I put him B tier. There's a bit of a mystery to him. He's all about making money, isn't he? He was very instrumental, obviously, in terms of like Naofumi finding Raphtalia and of course purchasing the egg that had Philo in. He's just one of these characters that I see him, like he appears on screen and I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm happy watching that guy. B tier, like middle of the road. He's not like, you know, we did see quite a bit of him, so we do know a bit more about his character in terms of like what he's all about. But I did like his whole shady appearance and like they did him very, very, very well. All right, Vittoria, the Floral Queen. Mate, she's an A. She is an absolute A character. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the episodes with her in there, and I really, really like the way that she flips. That she can be kind, and she can, like, you know, she can kind of get, she would get not close to Naofumi, but she'd open up. But she also was very much of the, if you guys don't work together, I will end you. She's a character that's almost a bit unpredictable in a way, you know, like we know what she's going to do, we know what she's about, but like there's that kind of tense side there that makes, you know, the cardinal heroes working together even more important, because we saw just how powerful she was in season 1. The way she's training Philo to be her successor as well, that was really great episode. She plays the villain very well, even though she is, like my personal thought, like she is on the side of good. Great character design, like the way she looked as well. She kind of reminded me of Origami a bit from Day Alive, but like I think that's just a white bob hair, but like I think it was the essence of mystery around her as well that kind of gave me that reminiscence. But yeah, fantastic. Absolutely love Vittoria. Great character from season 1 for sure. Next up, we've got one of our mains, Philo. Philo, she's Esme. Like, she's one of the main, like, party. Love Philo. Great character. I love the way that she was introduced. I love her, like, Philolo form. Voice on point, you know, both sub and dub. They nailed it. I love her dynamic with Raphtalia as well. A lot of people were kind of like, oh, she's only in there as like waifu bait, and like she's there to make Raphtalia jealous. But like there's more to it than that. There is like a conflict in there, but there's a sisterly conflict in there. Philo vastly regards Raphtalia as her older sister. So the fighting between them is very much that of like siblings. She's always up for a fight. I love the way she would like just kick Motoyasu around and whatnot. Absolutely great character, and she is kawaii. She is adorable. Again, I love the way that she was tied to like the Curse series as well, and that second wave particularly. That was so cool. I've never seen someone so happy about pulling a cart, and I love that. Philo loves her cart, man. So yeah, that was so good. That was awesome. Right now, Fumi. Isn't it obvious? Without a doubt, he is S tier. Top of the S tier as well. Now, Fumi, what an absolute character. I remember watching that first episode, that first 45-minute episode, and like, I just connected with the vengeance story that was in there, and he's the nicest guy, isn't he? But it just shows, you know, that everyone has their limit, and there's only so much they can take, and it has turned Naofumi, you know, into this more bold, badass guy. It sounds bad, like he probably needed to go through that in order for him as a character to grow. The shield, arguably the weakest, but he has honed in. He's worked hard. He's kept going. He understands what's going on. He's the only one of the heroes from our world that isn't, you know, corrupt by like image, you know, oh, I'm a hero. He's actually doing the work of a hero, and we've seen that in many situations, not just in combat, but also when he was helping like all the villages. The other 3 heroes, you know, had not really helped at all, but made situations worse. Naofumi's character progression, amazing. His dynamic with each and every character within the show is brilliant as well. I mean, he is our protagonist, so we're going to see him interact with all these, but the way he does, beautiful, man. Someone who could easily have fallen to the dark side, but hasn't. Still embraces some of its teachings, maybe a little bit, but he's still a good guy at heart, and we've seen that in the way that, especially with his party, in the way that, you know, he'll protect Raphtalia, protect Philo, protect anyone in need, basically. Aesthetic-wise, looks awesome. Just personality-wise, his personality is amazing. I love it when he does something that's really arsehole-ish, because it's just like, yeah, I feel that. It's brilliant. So yeah, without a doubt, that's Naofumi S tier there. The shopkeeper, he has a name as well, I can't remember it, but we'll just refer to him as the shopkeeper in this point. Oh boy, easy, he's A. I'm gonna put him above Vittoria, but just below Locke. Oh boy, what an absolute legend he was. The first person to believe in Naofumi. In Melromarc, believed Naofumi was this horrible, like, devil, you know? But he was the first guy to kind of use his own, you know, mind. But just by looking into Naofumi's eyes, judging his, you know, persona, like his personality, I guess you could say, you know, at that point, he instantly knew that, like, you know, this kid's innocent, man. And like the shopkeeper has been massive to Naofumi ever since. They buy and trade from him a lot. His, you know, shop is almost their like base, isn't it? They often go there to discuss what they're doing next. And he's just a great character. And he's one, like, whenever I see him, I just like, I smile, man. I'm like, mate, you are a true bro. Next up, Le Pope. Mate, he's going trash. He is. Corrupt. Mate, his arc, great battle. Obviously, we got to see like blood sacrifice and stuff, which was freaking hype. Just corrupt and like in it for himself, and he was a great villain. I almost think the trash category deserves to be around like A. They are trash characters, but like they are well-written characters, you know, and they play their part well. He's trash, but he was a great character to watch for sure. Next up, we've got the Queen. Oh, I can't remember what her actual name was. Did she have a name? I can't remember. Yeah, so I did enjoy this character here. I can't remember if she's got an actual name or not. I can't remember her story for sure in terms of going forward. In terms of season 1, she was more of a messenger, wasn't she? She was all right. I'll put her in B. But yeah, like intriguing character. Love the design of them as well. Very mysterious. But yeah, basically just a messenger. Mine. Obvious where you're going. You are leader of the trash, immortalized bitch. What a character though. And hear me out for this. To write a character that the audience feels so strongly about in terms of, hey, wow, absolute wow. Their tone really brought across this spoiled, brattish, manipulative character so well. She's vital to the story of Shield Hero. She's ultimately probably responsible for Naofumi unlocking, you know, the requirements for, you know, for the Curse series in the first place. She's had many great moments. She pulls the strings, doesn't she? And great character, but she's such a bitch, man. She's such trash. So yeah, there she is. Melty. Where to put you? You were a very good character. Let's put you A. Amazing. Love her combo with Philo there. Absolutely adorable to see those two as friends. And the key thing for their friendship is going to be the future, because obviously she is now next in line to become queen. Melty was also very pivotal in, you know, building that bond between, you know, humans and the demi-humans, because obviously that's a massive thing in Melromarc in terms of like, you know, I guess racism and whatnot. So like obviously she's very, you know, key on everyone being this one unit, which, you know, if she's taking over in the future, then that's massive. I like the relationship with like Naofumi as well. She was very hostile against him, but like she's got it for Naofumi. Like, you know, I guess they hint in like a romantic way, but more of like a respect and like my hero kind of thing. But like Melty's definitely up there as an A tier, and she's good, man. She's got a lot better than her sister anyway. Next up, we've got the old lady from the Wave who kicked ass. She's a solid B tier, man. We're going to see more of her. No spoilers, but we are going to see more spoilers of the old lady. But in terms of season 1, I loved like the little scene we got with her where she was just kicking ass during the Wave. Like all the soldiers were like struggling, yet this old woman was just kicking the crap out of like those beings from the Wave. I did enjoy her character. I'd say she's above these guys, these heroes' characters. Like I prefer this woman, man. She, like, I'd rather have her on my side than these two heroes. Therese or Therese, I'm not sure how you say it, Alexandrite. For me, B. She's a very high B. I was thinking about A, but I think she's a very high B. I like her for multiple reasons. Again, she's a nice character. We got more of Lark than we did Therese. Her magic, man, like the dual magic, I absolutely loved that. I thought that was so cool, because obviously these guys had to play like, you know, the good guys and essentially the bad guys as well, and they did both roles well. But from what we saw of her, very kind-hearted, you know, like low A. She's a low A. I have to change my mind. She's a low A. When these two were introduced, I was just very fond of them both. I thought they were designed really well, and I was just intrigued by them. So yeah, low A, high B, I think, based off season 1. But we, of course, see more of her in the future. Final character then is Glass. Glass for me is she's an A. She is a high A. Great, like villain, I guess you can say. She was the biggest threat in the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 1. Of course, we had like the waves, of course we had, you know, Trash and Melty and stuff like that, but in terms of like power, you know, presenting themselves with, you know, something they can't, you know, the heroes can't possibly overcome, was Glass, man. And she did it so well. She was just so mysterious when she showed up on the second wave. Character design, I love that. Very like Japanese-esque, like just how strong she was, and like particularly in the last episodes when she was having that the second fight with Naofumi, the passion, you know, what she was fighting for her own world, and it was just done so well. So she's a high A for me, not quite S. I think, you know, obviously no spoilers again, but for the next seasons we're going to see a lot more of them. She was definitely a bigger threat for me than the Pope was when, you know, they had that battle. So yeah, in terms of that, she's got to be high ranking in this list. So there we go, guys. That was my Shield Hero character tier list for Season 1. What did you think of it? Did you agree with my placings? Did you disagree? Where would you have placed other people? Let me know in the comment section below. Shield Hero Season 2 is literally just around the corner now. I'm super excited for it, and there's going to be a lot of content from me. So while you wait for that, I do have other content on the channel available, including this video right here on Naofumi's top 10 shields. Make sure you click that, enjoy that video, and then explore what else I have to offer. Can't wait to see you in the next one. So see you later. Bye bye now.